Hi everyone, I'm Eizaz. Welcome to my saxophone tutorial video. Guys, welcome to my tutorial video on the saxophone. Today I'm going to cover saxophone basics. What the saxophone is, how we hold it, how we're going to assemble a saxophone, and playing your first few notes. So, in today's video I will also be using a Jody Jazz DV7 mouthpiece to demonstrate to you all. It's a 24 karat gold plated mouthpiece, and it's a very versatile mouthpiece that can be used for many different sorts of music and situations. So, without further ado, the first thing we are going to take a look at is the parts of the saxophone. I've got them all here. This is the saxophone itself. This is the bell. This would be called the body, or the lower joint, upper joint. We've got the octave key mechanism behind here. And we have the neck. We've got a neck and we've got a tightening screw over here. We aren't going to take a look at this yet. Instead, let's focus on the fundamentals. Neck, mouthpiece, the ligature, which attaches the reed to the mouthpiece, and the reed. What we're going to do is we are going to attach the mouthpiece to the neck, like so. Make sure that the cork is greased properly, or else it will start to break apart because there's not enough moisture in it. It'll just dry up. Okay, push it in slowly. Now, how deep should you push it in? This is more of a tuning question. Sometimes when you play the saxophone, it may go sharp, it may go flat. It's a musical term used to denote which frequency you're on, basically. So if you're flat, push it in to make it sharp. If you're too sharp, pull it out to make it flat. So what you'll usually do is you take a tune and you measure the frequency and see if it matches. So now that we got the mouthpiece into the neck, we're going to take the reed, the ligature, we're going to put it over like such, and we're going to take the reed and put it in the ligature onto the mouthpiece, and we're going to tighten up. Okay, a bit about the reed. Now, what I usually do before I put it on, is I keep the reed wet. The reason for a wet reed is so that the moisture, the water, covers up the holes, covers up the fiber, and when you blow it responds better. That's the reason for soaking in water. The old school way was to soak it in your mouth, but I don't find it quite effective really. I use a bottle of water instead. And what happens is placement of the reed is very crucial. Let me take this out. If the reed is placed too low, it won't respond. It will respond very badly. If it's placed too high, it also won't respond. It has to be just nice. Something like this. There's a guideline. Make sure the tip of the mouthpiece disappears as you push up the reed. There we go. It's hard to see from this angle. Yes, and that would be the perfect position. So hold it in, put the ligature over, and we are going to begin blowing our first few notes. Alright. Now, what we are going to do for the mouth position is the lower lip over the lower teeth, like so, and your upper teeth are going to bite on the top of the mouthpiece, so it looks something like this. Lower lip over lower teeth, upper teeth on top of mouthpiece. Then you close your mouth and you form a sort of seal it up. And this is the proper position. We are going to attempt to blow the mouthpiece and the neck. We're not going to touch it just yet. Our goal for this exercise is to produce a consistent tone. You have to get the hang of making a sound out of the reed, getting a good sound out of the reed, out of the mouthpiece before we're going to attach it. That will come later. So once again, over lower teeth, upper teeth on the mouthpiece, seal up. it should respond like that. Now, don't put too much pressure on the reed. Don't too much pressure. Don't control the reed too much. Just relax and blow, and it should work. There you go. This note should respond to a saxophone F. It is a concert A flat, I think. One more time. Got it? Alright. Once we've got the hang of this, we're going to attach it to the saxophone neck. We're going to tighten up this screw here so that it doesn't move from side to side, or else it would be very loose, really. And we're going to attach it to something called a neck strap. Now, the neck strap is a very important part of the saxophone as well, because it alleviates the pressure from your fingers, from your hands. The neck strap should always be tight. It must not be slack. There must be no slack in the strap at all. When you want to blow the saxophone, using your right hand underneath the thumb rest, your left hand on top of here, there is a thumb rest over here for the left hand as well. Push in, push out, push in, push out. Never will you carry in. You see, there's some slack already. Not carry in, carry out. It's not carry. It's all using the leverage. Use this to alleviate the weight, because if you were to rely on the fingers alone, it's very, very heavy. So, a bit about the fingering. My right hand will go down here. My right thumb will actually support the saxophone. Well, the weight is supported by a neck strap, but the balance is supported by your thumb. And my left hand, my left thumb, will be balancing the saxophone on the octave key mechanism over here, this black thing here. So, get the hang of it, get the feel of the saxophone, feel how it moves around. Swing it up, swing it down, push it in, push it out, get the hang of it. The neck strap adjustment is also very important. If it is too low, I can't push in, I gotta carry, and there's slack. If it's too high, it hits my forehead instead. So that's not what you want. You want it very balanced, something like this. Okay, now, using the same method you blew the mouthpiece and the neck, we are going to blow our first note. Now there are 4 keys here. 1, 2, 3, 4, well 5, you include this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to skip this one and play this. Skip this one and play this. And this one. We're going to use our first finger, second finger, and our third finger. This is a G note. My left hand thumb is supporting the saxophone. I am not holding this key. No other keys are being held except for this 3. 1, 2, and 3. With this, let's try and blow it. This responds to a G. If you let go of this key, you get an A. Let go of this, responds to a B. Back to A. And back to a G. All together. Well, this concludes part 1 of my saxophone tutorial. Stay tuned for the next part. We'll cover everything in great detail. Thank you for watching. I'm Eizaz Azhar, making music education accessible to everyone.